Holy shit, bears are What's up, guys? Let's get into another Bitcoin analysis. But before I do that, I want to announce the winner of the Venom free month giveaway. The winner was, as odd as this sounds, SFM Hodler, or at JSUBER113. So at JSuber113 on Twitter. You have indeed won the free month, and I would like you to DM me either on Discord at Cobra Trading or on Twitter at Venom Algo, so I can give you the instructions on how to claim your prize. So again, the winner is SFM Hodler or at JSuber113 on Twitter. Please get a hold of me and I will give you instructions to claim your prize. Anyway, this has been a super bullish week on Bitcoin with tons of institutions rushing in to file for ETFs. And I tweeted out yesterday that this is really reminiscent of when this happened back in 2020. All those ETFs were like denied, but we went into a bull market anyway, simply because the price kept going up and so much retail kept FOMOing in, pushing up the price higher. It kind of feels like that's what's happening now, but we'll have to see if this time will be different. On this weekly chart, an absolutely massive breakout from this wedge or channel or however you have it drawn here. This is the first time in over a month that we have touched the 28.8K level, and we might even close the weekly above it for the first time since April. Obviously, 30K is both technical and psychological resistance here. Weekly divergence might be starting to form here on the RSI, but in my opinion, that's not something that I really want to be worried about right now. And besides that, it's been a very clean breakout here on a very, very large amount of volume. So this daily chart shows this in much greater detail here. We ended up putting in a new June low right before the bounce. We swept the previous June high and then also swept our May high up at 29,820. And just today put in a new June high at 30,800. So that's where we're currently sitting at this yearly support and resistance level. Very important level that I mentioned on the weekly chart. In general, if we bring up the indicators, all the indicators look bullish. Again, here's a look at that really, really big explosive bullish volume here. And all of our indicators look really good. All right, so our 4-hour chart also looks really awesome. You can see the volume here increasing throughout this move. Looks really, really good. Our indicators look really good. This MACD looks awesome. The only thing that I'm worried about is just the absolute crazy level that is the RSI right now, sitting at about 92. That's really, really high for a 4-hour time frame and needs to be watched pretty closely. So if we turn all of that off and we look at just our points of control here, you can see that we have literally swept everything. Okay, we swept 28.9. This one went back to the beginning of the month. We swept the 29,350 that also was at the beginning of the month, and we also swept this one up here from back in April. Back in April that was at 30.7. So there are no longer any points of control above us to be swept. The closest one that we have to our downside right now is right here at 28,840-ish. If we're going to be doing some kind of a pullback, that's probably where I would look to first as either a short target or a potentially buy the dip opportunity. I mean, obviously from here on out, it's looking very clear to me at this point that, the mid 15,000s is definitely a bottom. All right, so let's switch over to the liquidation levels by highblockcapital.com, starting with the heat map on the 12-hour look back. It is showing that we have a pretty brightly colored wall of liquidity below us, down to about 28.5 or so. However, if you turn it up to a weekly or even a monthly, you can see that there really isn't anything that's brightly colored as of right now below us. However, to the top side, there is a good pocket of liquidity that's just in front of about 32K. So this is likely because the majority of the liquidity that came in and pushed a lot of this up on derivatives entered into the market just within the last 48 hours. So I expect these higher look back periods to start updating probably later on this week and start really showing in more detail where the pools of liquidity are. All right, so switching over to the individualized levels, this is super interesting. And this is the highest level of liquidity on the books on Binance that I have seen in probably over a year. We actually topped out just today at over 36 billion in leveraged long value. Yes, you heard that correct. 36 billion, not 3.6 billion. I did mention last week that usually when you get between like 20 to 30 billion, you see some kind of major move in the direction where the majority of that liquidity is. And I'm surely not counting that out at this point, especially because it's such a large amount. All in all, if you were in a long in any form, it might be a good time to shave off profits or close out. Or if you're ballsy enough, maybe take a ladder, ladder into a short or a hedge from these levels just to be safe. Just don't be the guy that round trips a phenomenal trade, okay? That's it for today, guys. Make sure to join Beers and Bitcoin on Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central for my end of week market updates on everything, not just crypto. And thanks again to all that participated in the free Venom month giveaway. I'm going to be running a lot more promos like this in the very near future. So make sure that you follow @VenomAlgo on Twitter. And until Friday, happy trading.